and welcome back to RareRoo Crafts. I'm Sarah and I'm back after a little break. So some of you might have noticed that I haven't been around for a few weeks now. I got a bit burnt out with everything. Things at work have been quite hard. We've had a lot going on. Personally, I lost my nan a few weeks ago, so we sort of travelled down to Devon to go to her funeral, which was bittersweet because I saw family that I haven't seen for nearly 2 years, but at the same time obviously we were saying goodbye to Nanny. So there's been a lot going on, and I decided that a break from social media was just what I needed. So I've had a total break, but in the last few days I've been watching videos again. So I've been watching some Julia McNeil videos, and she always inspires me to create. But I also saw a video from Lesley Bromfield, who is doing a Road to 700 subscribers giveaway, and it was just the thing that I needed to give me some purpose to craft and to create. So Lesley's giveaway is open till the end of July. You've got to be over 18 and a subscriber, and all she wants is 4 little 3x3 note cards like this size, and she specifically wants them to be thank you cards because she wants to be able to send them out when she does swaps, and you know, when she gets little racks in and things and she wants to send a little note card, she wants things like this. And I just thought that's perfect. It's not too big a project to get my teeth into, but at the same time there's a reason, and I often find that I need a reason to craft, which is why I quite often do collaborations, just because I feel more purposeful in my crafting. So to make the cards today, I thought I would use some of the bits and pieces out of this Luxe paper block, which is from the range, and it's just one of their blocks. I showed it in a haul video that's got loads of die cuts, and then it's got some patterned papers, some stickers and some vellum sentiments. I probably won't use the vellum sentiments because obviously Lesley would like thank you on her cards, so I will probably look through my stash and either find some thank you stamps or some die cuts or something. So to get started, I have just made these out of a sheet of A4 paper, so I'm going to put all 4 cards out like so. Give them all a little crease. Once I've finished with the cards and I know what colours I've got, I will make some little matching envelopes as well. So there we go. So I've got 4 cards, so I'm going to pop them to one side for a second, and all I'm going to do to start with is go through and get some of these patterned papers out the pad and layer some bits of card on the patterned paper. So because this is going to be super boring, because all I'm going to do is cut some little it'll be probably 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, maybe even a slightly bit bigger than that. So I just want a little border all the way around. So I'm going to go and cut some bits of paper and then I'll be back. Okay, so I've cut 4 little squares just out of some of the papers from the paper pack, and now I'm just going to ink round the edges. So just going to pick a coordinating ink for each paper square. So this little yellow and black one, I've gone for fossilized amber, and I'm just going to ink. I do like to ink pieces. I think it makes them look a little bit more sort of finished, but it also provides a tonal sort of framing of the piece. So you know, particularly when you're working on small pieces like this, where perhaps if you were sort of to go in with anything too dark, you know, if you were to go in with a black, it might overwhelm the piece because it's so small. Whereas with a little bit of sort of tonal colour, so this one is peacock feathers on that bluey green colour, it still does the job of framing the piece and sort of focusing the attention, but it is that more sort of tonal look, which is what I'm going for. So for this one, go for barn door. Just around the edge like so. And then for this one, it's hard, do I go pink or green? I think I will go with, oh, I don't know. That's going to be too bright. I've got Sponge Sugar or Tattered Rose. I think Sponge Sugar is going to be too pink, and I don't know if Tattered Rose, I always find with Tattered Rose, it's very pretty. It doesn't always, it can be quite hard to get it to show. But I think that's okay because it's going onto a mostly white background. It's going to be quite subtle, but we can live with subtle. There we go. There we go. So the thing I like about these books is everything's there for you to sort of get started with. You don't have to raid. I mean, I've got hundreds and hundreds of dies and things, but sometimes you just don't want to have to scour through all your dies looking for bits. So it's quite nice sometimes to just have everything together in one book, and I'll quite often create just using the books. You know, and I'll, you know, a bit of plain card for your actual card, for your substrate, but other than that I try to use what's in the book. And it's particularly like now where it's been a while since I've done any crafting, so I'm sort of, you know, struggling with the inspiration a little bit. I find this sort of thing helpful because it limits what it is I can play with, because sometimes I get, you know, a bit overwhelmed by everything in the craft room, and you know, you don't know where to start with it all, and so then I end up just sort of walking out the room. Whereas with this sort of thing, it's easy because I'm pretty much just going to go with what I've got in the book to start with, and then I might add some additional bits. You know, I might add some gems, I might add a few flowers, that sort of thing, but I start by just going with what I've got in the book. So just going to add all my little pieces so that I end up with my little note card. So I'll go through and do those. Okay, so I have taken some of the die cuts out. I've also die cut some thankful words, so that one might be a little bit big, but we'll have a look. But I cut all the ones that I'd got that I could find easily in my stash. And then I sort of roughly had a look at what sort of die cuts I thought I might want, pulled them out of the book too, and obviously they are all stuck down. If there is noise in the background, I really apologise. My neighbours are having their garage re-roofed today, and the builders have just arrived, so it might be a little bit noisy behind me, but there's nothing I can do about it. So this one, which I wanted to put the gnome on, it was a little bit busy, and the colours were all a little bit samey, so I thought what I might do is put just a little bit of a doily behind him. So I thought that, yeah, you see he stands out straight away so much better just with that little bit of doily behind him. So I think I'm going to, if I can get my glue running, just put a little bit of glue like that and give that a bit of a press, and then a bit help if I'm in shot, won't it? Like so. Give that a bit of a press. It's quite early in the morning here, it's not 8 o'clock yet, but I've got to work today, so I thought I'd better get a start, otherwise it would be another day go by where I didn't craft and I didn't put anything up on my channel, and I just wanted to get back into it. So yeah, here I am, noise and all. Okay, let's just grab a little. These leaves are really lovely, but I think they could just do with a little bit of tone on the edges. So all I'm doing is going in with a green. This one is peeled paint, and I'm just catching all those edges, and that immediately for me just gives it a more sort of three-dimensional look, which I like, because I am going to put these flat because I want to put my gnome over the top, like so. There we are. And this is why everything takes me so long, because I always feel the need to do all these little tiny details, which I'm sure nobody else even notices, but I don't know, I just feel the need to do it. So I'm just going around the edge of these. I've chosen a neutral for this, so I've gone with pumice stone. It just takes off those raw white edges, and again it just makes it look a little bit more finished. So I'm going to go around my cat. I would get the black out and go around the cat with black, but I'm trying to be quick, so I'm just going to go around with pumice stone, and that's fine. It's just enough to take the white edge off. I've been brave and left the pips on, which I don't normally do. He's not even for this card, and nor are you. Go away. You're for the other card. Let's go around my gnome. So again, just a neutral. If there's things with lots of colours in, rather than trying to do each little piece in, you know, in the appropriate colour, I do tend to just pick a neutral and go around the edge with the neutral. I'm not overly fussy, just enough to knock those white edges back. Right, so I am going to pop some glue on my little leaves, and I'm going to layer these just down in the bottom like this, and my little seed packets like this. And pop my little one sticking out the back of that weed packet. There we go, like so. And then I want my little gnome over the top, but I'm going to put him on some little dimensionals just to make him pop just that little bit more. So, I've still got stashes of these sticky dots from before I started making my own cardboard ones, and I thought if I don't start using them, they're going to lose their stick, and then it will have been a complete waste of money. So it's just not good for the environment, and it's not good for my purse, so I'm trying to use them up. Okay, a little bin off to the side there. I'm flicking all the paper bits in. My fancy bin, which is a mushroom container, but you know, it does the job. Stops me from having rubbish all over my desk. I can just empty it at the end of my craft session. I've actually redone my craft room. That was one of the things that I did while I was not feeling overly inspired to actually craft. I rejigged my craft room, and I quite like it, so I need to do an updated craft room tour. And then I thought I can put my little thankful I like it up there, but I'm going to have to mount it there. Why do I have to faff so much? I'm such a faffer. Right, I'm going to put it there. I'm going to put it there. I'm not going to faff. Right, with these really, really delicate ones, I find them a pain to glue. So what I do is I just put a bit of glue on my hand and then just sort of tap the die cut all the way through it, like so, and just pull any excess off. Now I can pop that there like that. I'm just going to follow the edge of that doily. There we go. Just wipe that glue off my hands. And there we go, that's card number 1. So what I will do, but I'm not going to do it now because otherwise I will run out of time. But what I will do is I'll put a little strip of coordinating paper on the inside, and I will stamp thank you. I'll find a thank you stamp and I will stamp thank you on the inside of all of the cards. But for now I'm just going to do the fronts. There we go, see if I can get my camera to stop zooming in and out. So that's my first one. So second one, was this one, and I thought I'd found this little teapot which I like, but it is ever so slightly too big. But I think what I will do is I will stick it on and then I will do any messing. So it could just do with a bit of something there. Therewith. So I've just been and grabbed some thread, and I'm just gonna get a load of this thread off. So all I'm doing is wrapping it around my hands like so. So I've got this sort of loop of thread, and then all I'm going to do is just tie that in a bit of a knot like so, somewhere roughly in the middle, and pull that really tight, and then I can pull it all out like so. I've just popped my hot glue on because I'm going to need hot glue for this one, I think. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to pop that there. Oh, I like that. That's cute. I think if I can spread it out enough, which that's where the hot glue will come in handy, because I can get it stuck exactly as I want it and sort of faff about with it. So while I'm just waiting for that hot glue to heat up, I think I will put some little gems on this one. So do I want gold? Yes. Do you know, I love gold on pretty much anything. I love gold gems. So I'm going to pop, because a card is never complete for me until it's got its jewellery on. There we go. And then I think I'll have one there and one there like that. So these diamond art pens are brilliant for putting gems on. They're the ones that where you just press it into the little wax blocks, and you've then got a little sticky pen that gives you much more control around where you want to put your gems. For me, that just finishes that little card off. I love it. Love it, love it. Love it, love it. Okay, so I'm going to pop some dimensionals on the back of this one, because again, I'm going to want this popped up. So what I'm just going to think about is not putting anything there. So I'm going to put my finger there to stop myself from putting any dimensionals there, and that's because that's where the knot of the thread is going to go, and that way it'll just sit nicely under, because it's about the same height as these dimensionals, and I'm not going to struggle to get the knot in there. There we go. So that's that. So I'm going to have, see, I instantly like that more with it popped up slightly. I'm going to have all of my thread coming out of that side. Again, I'll probably put some gems down that side. I still feel like it needs it. I wonder whether a little bit of doily edge might. Yeah, I like that. So, just going to chuck a bit of glue on the back of here. I'm going to stick that down on that side, like so. Is my hot glue hot yet? Not hot enough. It wouldn't be, because I want it to be. Okay, so I'm going to just pop that one to one side for a second while I wait for the hot glue. And I'm going to bring in this one. So this is crafting at speed, because I've got to go and start work in the next, what time are we on? All right, I've got 20 minutes, that's okay. So, quite like the idea of this getting up early. I got up with my husband at 6 o'clock, did all the things that I normally do in the morning, you know, quick tidy around the kitchen, quick tidy around the lounge. I always have to get all my work kit out on a Wednesday, because it's my first day at work for the week. So I've had to get all my laptop out and all of that, and sweep everywhere, and you know, there's all those jobs that I like to do in the morning, so that I'm starting the day fresh. So I've had time to get up and do all of that, have a cup of tea, and I've had a shower and all the rest of it, and I've still got time to do a little bit of crafting. So I think I might need to bite the bullet and start actually getting up and crafting in the morning. I just feel more sort of inspired in the morning, I think. So lazy, going for the pumice stone rather than looking for something else. So I'm going to stick this one flat. I like to have some dimension, but I don't like to have too much dimension. I like my sort of focal point to be the bit that's popped up. So he's going to pop up there, and then I suppose what I've got to think about is what sentiment I'm going to use. See, that just disappears into there. That's too big. My hair's trying to escape. I might have to try and find something else for that one, because none of those quite fit. I wonder if I've got a little sticker. I'll go and raid my sticker stash in a second. Move my bin, because I'm chucking things on the desk again. And then I'll be cross later on when I want to tidy up and throwing rubbish all over my desk. So I do always put a little bit of glue on as well. So that wants a little, definitely wants a little sticker or something. I've got a big tub that is absolutely full of sentiments that I've either hot foiled or stamped and embossed, or little stickers, and I didn't actually think to get that out. I just went straight to my die cuts. So I'm just going to go and look through that tub. I'll be back in a sec. Perfect. Just found these little stickers in my stash, and one of the stickers on here is thankful. So get that one off. Now I think that might look nice backed on a little bit of black card. So just looking for the scraps. There we go. Just taking the scraps from die cutting all the die cut thankfuls. And the ones that don't fit, they won't go to waste. I will bung them back in that box where I've just found these stickers from, and then they'll get used in a later project. So all I've done is I've stuck that down, and I'm just trimming it out now so that it's got a little border on it all the way around like that. That's much better, and I think that just helps it to pop a little bit more. I'm also going to put some little dimensionals on the back of this one as well, just because again I think that's going to help make it stand out a little bit more, which will be nice. So just put these little ones on the back of there. If I can get the peely backs off. And hopefully my hot glue gun will be hot now, so we'll be able to finish off the other one, and then it's one more to do, and then we're done. And like I say, what I will do is later on after work I will put some little papers and stamp the insides, and I'm going to make some little envelopes. So what I'll do is I will edit this video once I've done that, and so that you can see everything finished. So that's that one. I really like that. I think that's really, really cute, and I really like the little sentiment up the top there, just backed with that black. I think it really, again, makes it pop. So it needs its jewellery. Nearly forgot. Needs its bling. Where are we going to put some bling on this one? I think we'll pop one up in that corner, like so, and then and again I'm keeping it quite simple. I'm going for the same gems on all the cards. It sort of pulls them all together and makes them a little bit of a set, but also it just makes it a little bit easier for me, because I've not got to go through hundreds and hundreds, because I have got tons of gems, and I'm really, as you can tell, bad at making my mind up. I get really, really flustered trying to make a choice. This glue gun needs cleaning out by the looks of things. Oh dear, I wonder if my glue gun's dying. That doesn't look good. Just pause a moment, I'll try and sort my glue gun out. That's how long it is since I've crafted. My glue gun had gone manky and it's a bit leaky now. Hey ho, that's what you get. I think because I sometimes put the power on out here anyway, because I'm using other things like the printer and stuff, I forget that it means that the glue gun comes on, so it's probably been sat going hot and then cooling down again and going hot and cooling down without actually being used for weeks. So that's what it's going to look like. So I'm going to again just take all of the bits off the back of here like so. Said that like it was going to be easy. Come on, there we go. And get some glue. Having a little tiny dot of glue on here, it also helps you to just move it about a little bit, so you don't have to stick it in the first place you put it, like so. Now that one is annoying me, so I'm going to give that one a little haircut, like that. And then we've got all of that coming through there, which I think is really cute. And I want that across there, but I don't want to see that garden party bit. So I'm thinking I might just find a little piece of card that I can just cover that with, and then we can put the thankful over the top. So I've just had a quick rummage in my scraps and found this, which I've just cut down to size. And then I'm just taking a little bit of, this is Victorian velvet, and I'm just going to go around the edges. Again, this will just give it a little bit of dimension and make it look purposeful, rather than just a bit of paper plonked on the centre there. I'm hoping that once we get the thankful over the top of it, it won't be too noticeable anyway. So I'm going to pop that like so, squidge it about a bit until we've got it where we want it. And then, where have I put my little sentiment that I had? Okay, I have to find that. Found it! So, I think that thanks looks so much better now because it's not competing with the writing that was underneath. So, I'm just going to put a bit of glue just on this centre bit and just stick that to that watering can like that. And what I'll do with this one is I will make the envelope, excuse me, ever so slightly bigger, so it can accommodate for this edge here. Right, just stick this all the way down. Like so. I like that. I really think that's pretty. Didn't know if I was going to like that one, but I actually really do. So now I'm just going to put my gems on. There we go. So that's that one, and then we've got the last one to do, which we've got this really pretty little sort of floral background, and I picked out this lovely little shelf of cactuses with little tools hanging off the bottom. So again, I'm just running around the edge very quickly, just with a little bit of pumice stone, nice neutral colour, just to knock those edges back. And again, I think this needs a little bit of help just to stand off the page, and so again I'm going to reach for doily. And again, I don't want to lose all of that beautiful paper behind. I just want enough of it to help my little cactus images to stand out from the background a little bit. And having a little bit of something that breaks up that colour, and then also I will pop up the cactus. That's really going to help. So again, I'm just going to trim off the excess like so. And again, I will keep these little scrappy bits because they will get used on another card somewhere. And then that's going to stand up like that. So then I need to think about, I've got a sentiment to fit in. So It's really pretty, but okay, I'm going to again just have a look at my sticker stash and see what I've got. Okay, so I have stuck some dimensionals on the back of this. Can't make mind whether I've just made that totally unsticky by touching it, or whether, yeah, I don't think the backs of these are wildly sticky, but that's okay. That's why I've got glue. So, nice dollop of glue on them. Okay, and I'm going to pop that like that. And then I've got this little thank you, which I like, but I don't like the flower on the end, so I'm just going to cut it off. It's not that I don't like the flower, it just doesn't really fit with how I'm doing the card. So I'm just going to take my scissors, snip it in a straight line there, go around the edge with the pumice stone, and again that will just help blend that cut in a little bit. I'm going to put the foamy pad thing that was on the back, I'm just going to put that back on with a bit of glue, and I'm going to glue this down the bottom here like so, and there we have it. There we go, and our little forks and things over the top, and then we can pop a little bit of bling on like that. Like it. I just feel like it needs a little bit of something else, so I think what it wants is, ow, I'm tripping over my stuff. So I've got some lovely green sequins, and I just think these will help to finish it off. So I'm just going to pop a couple of these. I think it'll just help to lift it a little bit. Just in amongst our lovely image. Like so. And there we go. That's a better. Just looks a little bit more complete now. It just didn't. If I'd have had the time, I probably would have found a die cut with sort of scribbly die cut with some black. I think that probably might be one where it does want a little bit of black to help it pop. So I wonder if, let's try Julia's technique. Let's put a little bit of faux stitching just around the edge. There we go. And there you have it. So, move these little bits out the way that I didn't use, and move my rubbish bin up there. The cards that I have made so far are these four. They are super cute. I really like them. I think that actually ended up being my favourite, which I didn't think I was going to like that one, but ended up being my favourite. So later on today, after work, I will finish off the insides. I'll make some little matching envelopes, and then I'll just come back and show you the final thing before I upload the video. So I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, so it is now 10 to 7 in the evening, and I have just finished my little cards. So obviously I had done all the cards this morning before work, and then this evening I've just finished them off with a little stamp that says "with sincere thanks" inside, and then just a strip of the matching paper on the inside of each little card. And then I created some little envelopes using, this was just a 6x6 paper pad, perfect for using up your 6x6 paper pads. 3x3 note cards. You only need a piece of paper 5 1/4 inches by 5 1/4 inches, so you can use up your 6x6 pads. And obviously, I find a lot of the pads in the UK, the 6x6s, are paper rather than cardstock, so it's a really good use for those paper pads. So I just selected some coordinating papers, and again, I'd got a few little scraps of the coordinating cardstock left over, so I just glued a little strip on the front there. Just thought it was a little something extra to finish off the envelopes. So that's 4 little 3x3 note cards with matching envelopes ready to go off to Lesley. So don't forget that this was the VR for Lesley's Road to 700 giveaway. I think the prize is a PayPal credit, so go on over and check it out. The links to Lesley's channel will be in the description box below. I'll also link Julia McNeil's channel, although I'm sure you all follow her already, but for anybody that doesn't, I will link it because I do find her super inspirational as well. So that's it from me for now. I'm going to go and tidy up the bit of a mess that's on my desk and see if I feel crafty again tomorrow. I hope you're all feeling crafty and having lots of fun, and I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. If you're not already a subscriber to my channel, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribed and joined in the fun. And I hope to see you all again very soon in another crafty video. Bye for now.